Your child's next best friend might be a tay bear that never sleeps, never forgets, and quietly uploads every bedtime secret to the cloud. That single sentence is enough to make some parents lean in with curiosity and others recoil in alarm. But here's where it gets controversial. The very toy marketed as a screen-free miracle is actually a miniature Wi-Fi router wearing a cuddly disguise. Meet the plushies that gossip Curio. A startup tucked into a quiet Redwood City office park has stitched 3 new characters, Grem, Grok, and Gaboo, out of soft fleece and even softer promises. Hidden beneath the stuffing is a voice box that piggybacks on your home Wi-Fi to reach an AI language model fine-tuned for toddler talk. Each bear, dragon, or blob-shaped buddy retails for $99, a price point that positions them closer to a video game console than a traditional stuffed animal. And this is the part most people miss. Curio isn't an outlier, it's the opening act. OpenAI has already inked a deal with Mattel to weave similar smarts into Barbie's next dreamhouse and Ken's next convertible. In other words, the same AI that writes your emails might soon be tucking your child in at night. The promise? Less screen, more life? Curio's pitch is seductive. Picture a parent racing between Zoom calls while a plush sidekick spins an improvised pirate adventure in the playroom. No glowing rectangles required. Co-founder Sam Eaton calls the toys co-pilots for imagination, a phrase that sounds uplifting until you realize the co-pilot is actually a server farm hundreds of miles away. Yet, New York Times writer Amanda Hess poked a hole in the dream during a live demo. When she asked Grem the dragon to play I Spy, the toy cheerfully agreed, even though it has no eyes. The absurdity highlights a deeper contradiction. These screen-free companions still depend on the same cloud infrastructure that powers tablets and phones. The only difference is that the screen has been replaced by a fuzzy sock puppet. From Saturday morning cartoons to Saturday morning surveillance, children have been primed for this moment by years of television. Adventure Time's BMO, Sesame Street's Smarty, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse's Toodles all taught the same lesson. If you're stuck, just ask the talking gadget. Older Disney shorts showed Mickey wrestling with stubborn inanimate objects. Pianos that bite back. Booms that multiply. Modern cartoons skipped the struggle and jumped straight to the voice command. The moral? Curiosity ends where the algorithm begins. Now those same characters are stepping off the screen and into the crib. The terrifying rectangle on the wall has been replaced by an adorable rectangle in a bear suit. But the leash to big tech remains unbroken. Every I love you whispered to Grok is whisked away to be digested by a large language model that, sooner or later, will be monetized. Privacy. The bedtime story no one reads aloud. Curio insists that transcripts of every chat are zipped straight to a parent's phone and then erased from company servers. Yet the fine print lists OpenAI and Perplexity AI as sub-processors, which is legal jargon for other people's computers. In practice, your child's first knock-knock joke could be training data for the next version of ChatGPT. And this is where the debate turns raw. A security blanket used to be the one place a child could confess, "I'm scared of the dark," without fear of judgment or parental eavesdropping. When that blanket gains a microphone, the safe space becomes a surveillance node. The toy that should absorb tears might instead absorb data points. Favorite color, fear of thunderstorms, or that time they said a bad word. The unplugged epilogue Hess ends her experiment with a quiet act of rebellion. She yanks the voice box out of Grem. The dragon falls silent, reverting to an ordinary stuffed animal. Within minutes, her children weave their own stories, no cloud required. The moment is both heartwarming and damning. It suggests that the most magical toy is the one that asks nothing of Silicon Valley and everything of a child's imagination. So, dear reader, where do you stand? Is an AI plushie a clever parenting hack or a velvet-lined Trojan horse? Would you pay $99 for a teddy that remembers every secret? Or would you rather keep the secrets and the secrets safely offline? Drop your unfiltered take in the comments. Agree, disagree, or roast us for being techno-pessimists. We're listening. No hidden microphones attached.